So for a lot of you, prayer has changed its meaning and its tone, right? We all begin from childhood. We're told how to pray, what to pray, who to pray to. And a lot of it is transactional. You give me this, and then I'll do that. You give me this, and then I'll do that. I'll be a good girl if you let me get good grades in school, and so forth. But it is so different. It's a communication with something that is extremely real for you. And that realness is part of our spiritual development. Like none of us knew that, because it is so soul is subtle. So we start with a concept of God. We start with the concept of the universe. That is part of a natural spiritual growth process. But at some point, something outside of us becomes something that is with us all the time. Has that happened for you? And if it hasn't, it's okay. It's something that you continue to remind yourself. So the way a lot of you mention how you pray, that's what Yogi Bhajan calls Simran. Simran is the remembrance of your soul's presence in every moment of your day, that you have a best friend with you all the time. That same entity, that same force, that same essence is your father. So you can ask to be held. You can share your vulnerabilities with them. You can say, hold me. It is your mother that nurtures you. It is your best friend. It is your sibling. It is your beloved. It's strange to think of it from this concept. How can all of mother, father, and beloved be the same thing? But any of us who have experienced that subtlety, we know that we can access it for anything and can play multiple roles, because it is the only thing that is. And that's why I love Japji, and I keep going back to it year after year to remind myself that it is the only thing that exists in this world. There is no you and me. That's a very difficult concept for the ego to grasp. Isn't it strange to hear that? You actually don't exist. You're simply a program playing out experiences, given with a little bit, it's almost like AI. We are all like little AI programs. And we have a little bit of conscious, we have a little bit of free will given to us, just 20%, not too much. And in that 20% free will, we create the play of life, play of existence, see how complex that gets. Hidden self, shadow self, reactive personality, hidden agendas, all of that playing out and creating that dynamic force of existence, of human experiences. But essentially, behind all that, the only thing that exists is it. I just like calling it it. No he, she, thy, just it. And it's indescribable, like the Ajay Alle mantra we chanted. Anybody know what that means? If you ever read the meaning, it is describing everything it isn't or it is. Nameless, desireless, formless. It is just it. So for us as little AI programs, to actually use our 20% free will choice to turn around and make a relationship with our creating force, the main programmer, calms down the I-ness within us. Takes away the burden that I have to figure everything out. It's one of the most relieving factors of healing, self-healing. Because your ego can distinguish what is yours and what is not yours. It continues to take and identify with everything that comes at you. A traumatic experience that happened in your life, it identifies with that traumatic experience. You understand? But it's not until you start to communicate with the soul and try to understand from its perspective why that experience took place in your life, that you actually begin to use that experience for evolution.